Good morning and welcome. It's Julie Cube here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. I'm just going to do a very quick demo before I actually start my art piece on how I make my cell activator, meaning how I get lovely cells in the artwork without silicone. So I'm going to try a different colour today. This is the Amsterdam paint permanent blue violet, so I'm going to use this as my cell activator today. So I'm just putting about, because I'll definitely use this up, about a centimetre of paint. I don't weigh my paints and I'm not going to start because that's not the way I do it. So there's about a centimetre of paint at the bottom of that cup, and then Australian floetrol. It really is liquid magic because it makes the most amazing cells in your artwork without silicone. So, you know, even making up my paints with my glue and water mix, now I always like to add a dash, maybe a tablespoon of Australian floetrol to most colours now, just because it creates a lovely effect in my art. But when you want just a cell activator to swipe or to do the bloom effect, this is the cell activator. It's Amsterdam paint and Australian floetrol. So I've just put equal parts paint and equal parts floetrol and give it a really good mix. Now if it looks thick, then add a bit more floetrol. Sometimes if you're trying to blow out like a bloom effect or swipe a bloom effect, it's sometimes better to be a little bit on the thicker side. It seems to work better that way. But I'm just, this is just sort of making a mound when I drop it. So this isn't too thick, but it's not too thin either, so it's just like Goldilocks. It's just right for what I want to do today. So I'm actually going to try and see what this purple swipe looks like. I would really like to add some black to this to send it even darker, but for today I'm just going to leave it uncomplicated and just leave it at that. So that is really the most fantastic cell activator. I know trying to get this overseas, it's very expensive, but if you can get even a small amount of it, you see, you only really need a small amount to actually create some really luscious lacing in your artwork. So that is my cell activator ready to go. I am going to, I think I'll do it that way. And I'm going to kind of do like a pour like I used to do. Actually, I was going to add the blue, but I don't think I will. I might keep with lighter colours, being so I'm going to use that dark blue violet. So I'm going to just do my wiggles through the painting. So I'm going to make sure it goes over the edge. This is just the white. Now this is mixed up with the glue and water mix. And the recipe's in the drop down box underneath this video. Believe it or not, people still asking me all the time. So just doing the wiggles all over. I'm not going to do anything to this, meaning that I'm not going to spatula it in. Now I'm going to use some beautiful champagne gold that I'll make up myself. This is the Global Impasto colours. This is 50% silver, 50% gold. And it's just my own mix. It makes a lovely champagne colour, as you see. And just do the wiggles all over it. And now I have got just some ordinary metallic gold just metallic gold with just made up in my bottle, so it's always here ready to use. So I'm going to put some of that in. So you see that's much yellow, more yellowy gold, but it's all shimmery shiny because it's got the metallics in it. So there's the yellow gold, and I'm going to put a little bit of this is the metallic copper. So because I'm going a little bit darker with this, I'm not sure what that swipe is going to create if I go too dark, so I'll best not put any more of that in. If anything, I will go a bit more white. I mean, I was going to add that very pale turquoise that I'd watered down, but I'm not sure about it. Might add a nice bit of, so yeah, okay. I'm going to wiggle over it. It might just add a little bit of, it might just lift the whole thing a little bit, so we'll just give it a go. So all I'm going to do is just gently tilt this. I might move my tray out the way. So gently tilt this, just backwards and forwards, recentering the paint. Take the process nice and slow. Don't be rushed into doing it. It's not a race, and it's all about just relaxing and enjoying the process more than the actual outcome. So I've got my edges covered, and it's allowed the colours to slide over one another but without muddying them. So this is a technique that I started with on my this acrylic pouring journey. I just found this was the easiest technique, even easier than flip cups and all of that, because I had nicer outcome from it. So I'll just pop it back on my tray and put it in front of you guys again. So those colours are quite nice, all on their own. Oh, and I always forget, oh no I didn't forget my cloth, but anyway. Rightio, so let's see what this violet does. What's it called again? Permanent blue violet. Permanent blue violet. The supplier for online supplier is in the drop down box. It's worldwide delivery. Rightio. So I'm going to now just use this as my swipe colour. I've got to try and really only add a tiny bit of it, because it does really change the whole piece of work. Ooh. So that's only a little wee amount, small amount. So you can use different size swipe tools. I always use the soft plastic file divider mostly. You can use them in different sizes to get different effects on your canvas. So I'll just drop the very tip into that cell activator, and boom, oh my goodness, what a gorgeousness it creates too. So I might try on this very endy piece. So that's all you need, is a very small amount to make a huge difference. And when I bring you down, you'll see what this actual liquid magic does. And I am not getting paid by the people that make floetrol. They're not interested in giving out products, or because they know it sells itself without any promoting. I'm going to just put a little bit in there. No, it doesn't want to come off my stick. Just go down with a little. absolutely. That is gorgeous, so gorgeous. Wow, wow, wow. And those colours, just with that violet in the swipe, how it's changed the whole whole thing on the canvas, the whole look of the canvas. So I'm going to go down again with just try and keep it. This is what's really good thing, if you can get a little bottle like this and make up your cell activator in your small bottle, that you can close the lid and keep it airtight, then you've always got your cell activator to do some magic on canvas, I guess. I mean, some people don't like the line down there. It's all personal, you know. You do what you believe you like for your piece of art. Remember, it's your art, your rules, your way. I actually love that, putting more of that purple in there. These colours look brilliant with it, with that violet, purple, whatever. Oh yes, I will definitely do these colours again in a different style. Maybe the Dutch pour, or wow. So just take it nice and slow, no rushing. It's just a nice easy process if you just relax into it. I'm going to bring my camera down and show you this absolute gorgeousness that's come of this. So here you go, look at this gorgeous effects. There's my swipe. If you don't like that swipe line, you can either take a skewer to it and do some wiggles through it, or you can balloon kiss it, or you can use the balloon to swipe it. Look at those gorgeous colours though, from a very simple mix. And look at the absolute laciness. So many people you see on the acrylic art sites saying, I can't get any cells. You might have to invest in this. Absolutely, silicone does give you a different kind of cell altogether than these cells, and they're great too. It's just that if you want a resin or put any kind of varnish on your finished work, you have to spend time and effort getting the silicone off first, otherwise it just doesn't sit nicely. So there you go, that is absolutely brilliant. And you can absolutely leave it exactly as it is and make that a reflection swipe, or continue on with it. I'm going to have a think for a few minutes, but I'm sure I'll continue on. But if you like it exactly like this, your nice piece of art as it is, then leave it at this stage. But I will just show you what I did on an embellishment. So this was a swipe that I embellished over and did some little mountains in the back, snow and the tree. You can't see the tree very well, but I will make this now the end of this particular video because this is long enough, and I will put the second part of this video up tomorrow and you can see what I did carrying on with it, and I did some fantastic embellishment. So until tomorrow, my lovelies, bye for now.